And good morning, guys. This is Gate Talk with B. I'm B, of course. How you guys doing out there? Today is Sunday, June 7th. Woo! June 7th. We are here. I have been on this journey for almost 30 episodes now, and you guys have been following me. And that leads us up until today's topic. It's just basically staying on your journey, celebrating even when you didn't reach your mark. And that's where I'm at. Today's June 7th, and I've been talking June 7th, June 7th, June 7th. This is the week, and I have everything lined up, and I had everything ready to rumble and ready to go. But unfortunately, plans change. And that's why I'm here to say it's okay. It's okay that plans change. You still celebrate that you met your mark that you originally set out from. And if you have to continue to plan because you didn't make the mark completely, that's good. That's okay. We're going to celebrate for what we're going to celebrate for. We're going to celebrate the consistent. We're going to celebrate the planning. We're going to celebrate just you feeling like you started the journey all around. Like I say, that's where we're at right now. And that's what we're going to celebrate on. I feel good this morning. I talked to the people that I needed to talk to keep me encouraged. I brainstormed, I planned, I meditated, and, I went back and forth on myself. I beat myself up a little bit and then I encouraged myself. So it's been a war for me because I beat myself up a little bit thinking, wow, today's June 7th. I had so many big plans and, things changed. The world changed within a week of my podcast. We are dealing with Black lives and the police brutality and equality and things that matter right now to where I now have to suppress what I originally had going to the side. But it doesn't mean that I stop there. It just means that it just gets deterred and altered, which is okay. That's our plan. We're going to plan it. And if things come up, we're going to change it. And then we're going to plan again. And that's what are we going to focus on? Plan, change, plan again. And that's where I'm at. I planned June 7th. Things didn't work out that way. I'm celebrating. I feel good. You should feel good. Whatever you set yourself out for, even if you didn't hit that mark, you set out and that mark is here. You celebrate the progress that you have built so far and we'll be good. And then you plan again. Now you know how long that journey of that accomplishment may take. So you plan accordingly to that. Now I know this big brand idea of podcasting and things that I have and all the topics and everybody who wants to interview and talk, it goes beyond 30 days. So now I know not to set my mark for 30 days. I'll now do myself 60 days, but the plan is still going. I'm still okay. Things happen and things change, but my journey is still going because sometimes what we have to understand is that change came at a perfect time. That change is usually going to come when another transition has happened. I open up a new door for my business that I'm going to study on, that I'm taking a course on that helps me grow myself, my foundation in my business. So I'm celebrating that. The plan didn't stay the same, but the plan is still moving. And that's what you have to tell yourself. When you wake up and today's the day or, yesterday was the day or tomorrow's the day that you have a big plan that you set out for yourself, last month or last week and the mark is there and you haven't reached it, still celebrate. Celebrate the fact that you chose to set a goal for yourself and you chose to walk into it and you didn't meet it, but you still had progress up into it and you're still going to make that mark and you're going to celebrate that mark until it happens. Don't allow that mark to turn you against your own self. Don't allow your mind to do what I did. Beat yourself up between beating you up from, feeling like a failure. You didn't make it. You put this topic out there. You told everybody June 7th and June 7th's here. What are you going to do? Or am I going to celebrate the fact that between this time, I have found new ventures. I have networked more. I have found, more content. I have been researching more, studying more, and I gained more supporters during this. That's what I'm going to focus on. And that's what you guys have to focus on. Whatever you're choosing to do, focus on the good in it. Because a lot of those changes are going to come during the shift. Sometimes the plan that we set on ourselves became so great to where now we have to expand our minds, expand the mark date, expand the networking, expand the marketing. Some people are dealing with products. We were dealing with Corona. You set out to get those products. People are waiting. Hey, June 7th or, July, whatever you set your mark on and that product isn't here. Don't beat yourself up. That's not your fault that product didn't get here. Things changed. Monetary resources went different. Whatever it is, still market. Still share those posts. Still put yourself out there, because the supporting people who's waiting, who see the change, who understands the journey, and who's business-minded like you, or even just like-minded, they understand things come up. But what they're looking for is how you're going to handle it when it comes up. Are you going to become negative? Are you going to beat yourself up, beat the audience up, beat the sources that it was supposed to come up? Or are you going to now encourage the change that's happening? Allow people to see that it's okay. Everybody's not perfect. We're not going against time of our own, we're not going against time. It's impossible to fight against time. And, it's like that saying, the sun is going to rise every morning and the moon is going to come out every night, no matter what we do. So we can't stop time for our own benefit. All we have to do is go along with it, allow our journey to lead us, and we're going to stay positive on the progress that we have set out for in the first place. Whatever it is, whether it was school, right now with me, it's school, it's my foundation, it's work, like I did the podcast, Friday from my car. Things are changing, but I'm going to be a part of the change that's on my journey. I'm not going to beat myself up because now I have to go to work more and I have less time on my podcast. No, I'm going to now equip myself to being able to get that equipment for my car. So I'm driving to work, and those 15-30 minutes it takes me to get to work, that's my 15-30 minute podcast that I'm giving you guys. So now I'm able to meet each mark successfully, and I'm able to slip back and say, I did that. Even though that change came, I didn't beat myself up. I stayed on top of it. That's what you do. Again, I'm going to say plan, change it, plan it again. It's okay. And that's what we're going to make sure that we're hitting those marks, because, we can't focus on the time that you have to achieve your goals. All we have to do is focus on that you are achieving your goals, and you are great, and you're going to be great, and things are going to continue to be great in your life. But you have to make sure that you're telling yourself that. And I know a lot of us are setting ourselves up for the time of the world opening. That's what I was on. I was like, wow, everything's open and I have to grasp everything right now. Oh my God, I'm back, Speedy Gonzalez. No. Like I said in the previous, quarantine your whole life. Use that quarantine. And when you think of quarantine, the first thing you think about, is you being in the house, the time away that you spent meditating, the time that you spent on self-care, the time, that you took out for the 20 minutes of your meditation. Think of those times and keep doing it. I know it's going to be a struggle, because everything is back to that back on demand. If you don't give it to me, I'll get it out of the store. Or if I don't hear this podcast, I'll just listen to the radio. No, that goes back. Don't allow the pace of the world to change your pace, because it's easy to fall on the line sides of being negative. And that's why I say I want to put those positive thoughts out there. That's why I'm doing this podcast this morning, because I found myself drowning in a lot of the negative, and I have to remember who I was and what I'm standing on and what goals I accomplished so far. Without all the things of June 7th, I accomplished more listeners, more inspired people that support me, and I have gained more, people I support. And that's what's going to continue to happen until I'm going to make that mark, but that mark may not be what I want it to be, but it's going to happen. Sometimes we allow the universe to just guide us and lead us to what we need to go. We can't always set a mark and plan it, because we don't know what tomorrow holds. But our higher power, God and the universe, whatever, like I said, I'm going to continue to say whatever you believe in, they know. They know what's going to align with us. We just have to continue to work hard and put our part out there. Now, if you're being lazy and not, you set your goals and you just let it sit there and your books are piling up, you're not researching still, you're not networking, you're just sitting back like, oh, you know what, I'm done. I'm not talking to you, because you have already given up on your path. But the ones that continue to read, research, study, market, plan, do all those things, make a vision board, whatever you need to do to keep moving, I'm talking to you. It's okay to change the plan. It's okay to change the product. It's okay to even change your mindset about it. It's okay, because what it's going to do is still align to what your true purpose is. And a lot of us are still walking into it, like myself. I know my purpose is speaking. I don't know how I'm going to speak or where I'm going to speak or what I'm going to speak on. But what I'm going to do is master the skills of speaking. Continue to do what I can do. Continue to do my podcast. Continue to do my research and continue to network with the people that allows me to speak to them, And that's how we have to move forward on that. And whatever you're doing, like I say, mine is more so a business of inside, within business. But if you're doing a product, if that product is not able to be tapped into right now because, coronavirus, COVID-19, it's not shipping or the shipping cost is costing too much for the, not enough product, whatever it is, switch the product. Find another company that manufactures it, go to an alternative of it. Do something that is affordable, but still put that brand and that logo on it. It's okay. You guys got it. You will get it. We're all going to hit that mark and we're all going to make sure that what we're doing is going to align with it. You know what I'm saying? Because we just don't want those negative thoughts out there. We're going to remain focused on the change. We're going to remain focused on our journey. And we got this, guys. And, again, if the ones that are still, impacted about Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, whatever you're fighting against, it's all for the same cause. We all just want to be heard. We all just want to be equal. We all just want to make sure that unity and justification of death is being, sought out. We want to make sure that all things are tying into it. So don't allow yourself to bring that hatred or whatever you're feeling right now into your heart and basing that off of Black Lives Matter. And a lot of people are doing that. Businesses are feeling like, wow, if it wasn't for this protest, I'm losing money, things like that. No, use that platform to build your platform. Because what you're doing is now tapping into the shift of the world. And the shift of the world is now allowing different communities and different Black people to now come on top with our business, get our voice heard, become a part of the politics, the mayors and the city changes. It's allowing your business to grow within that. So don't allow that hatred to say, okay, my business is not thriving because of this movement or Black people, white people are. No, don't start that. Don't tie what we already started into what the movement is now. Tie it into making it a platform to build your business, and we'll be all good and we'll be all successful. And we're going to keep doing these podcasts. I'm going to keep pushing you guys, and I'm going to keep pushing myself, because in the end, it's all going to tie together that we are going to break those barriers to become successful, to reach back to our youth, to now build us up as a community. And I've been speaking on this. And that's the part about my journey that's surprising myself so much, because I've been speaking on this and I sought out this podcast to break those barriers for us, to get our voices heard, to do all the things that make us great. And unfortunately, a tragic situation happened in the midst of my podcast, but that reason solely, it put me on a platform that now people are looking to hear me speak on it. People are looking to hear the motivation in it. People are looking to my podcast to see a different change that the world can bring. And these are all the ideas and the topics that I brainstorm on all day. And now that I'm talking and now my podcast is tying into it, it's elevating me on a different platform that I didn't even understand myself. I thought that this was going to be an encouragement, something that I do to be an outlet for my own pain and source. But what this is doing now is allowing everyone who's hurting right now, everybody who's trying to get through just being heard, they're now seeing this platform as something that I want to be a part of. I want to let people know that I am thriving. I am a Black person. I am a Hispanic. I am a whatever you are. You're able to have a voice. And that's what I'm using my platform for now. So my whole context changed over, but for the good. So I'm proud of that and I'm happy for it. And we're all going to get through this, and we're all going to make sure we hit our goal mark. Like I said, today's Sunday. Get excited. This is the first day of a new week. We have all week to get it together. I always check in with you guys midweek to make sure that we're overcoming those midweek challenges. But other than that, get out there. The gyms are open. I just signed up for Planet Fitness. I usually do my little, meditation in my room, and I do my little, walks in the morning that I was doing. But now I'm able to go to a gym all times. So now that's exciting. I mean, of course, you want to make sure that you're, maintaining the 6, social distancing and sanitizing. And we got the keyless check-ins and different things that you want to make sure that you're still keeping yourself safe. But get out there. Still put your plan in motion, spending those 20 minutes now, working out, meditating. You have a lot of outlets. So the world is opening up for a good cause also. But make sure you're not losing yourself in it either. You're checking in on these podcasts as you're motivating yourself. You're planning your business. You're changing your business, and then you're planning it again. And we got this, and we will get this. And all things will tie in together in the end. It may not make sense for us now, But when we set our journey and we write it down and we focus on it and we surround ourselves with the people that understands the change of the business or understand the change in your life, then you'll feel better. You'll feel good. That's what motivated me this morning. Those conversations that got me, Basha, it's okay. Look what you have came so far. That's what put me back up. And that's why I jumped on here and I wanted to share it with you guys. And that's why I want you to understand this relationship that we're building.